Hey Rule Breaker, Courtney here from the Rule Breakers Club with copywriting, business, and life advice for rebels with a cause. I'm sure by now you have been told to do some ideal client avatar exercises to figure out who your target market really is so that you can make your marketing target those people and make them think, oh, this is for me. Here's the deal. I hate target market avatar exercises. I've always found them extremely frustrating. I could never figure out why. I wanted to do them. I did do them, but I never found them very helpful. It feels like you're constantly making things up, right? Like, here's my client, they're blonde and they drive this car and they live in this city and they make this much money. And I've never found any of that information to be useful for my marketing or my copy. And that's not very helpful because I'm a copywriter, right? So the point of these exercises is to help you to target down your language. And yes, this is extremely important. You have to know who your market is, who you're talking to, so that you can get inside their heads and use the language that they're using so you can really connect with them and show them that what you have to offer is what they need. But how do we fix it? How do we find our target markets without having these painful target market avatar exercises? I have found the solution and I'm going to give it to you straight up right now. Here's the deal. Instead of creating a made up person who you created or found a picture of in a magazine or on Pinterest, what I want you to do is think of a real person, someone you know who you've had a conversation with, maybe one of your friends who is perfect in your target market, the exact kind of person who you are inspired to help. And I want you to think about them right now. Close your eyes and think about them while you answer the following questions. Number one, what is this person's biggest frustrations? Number two, what keeps them awake at night? Number three, what keeps you going? What inspires you to get out of bed in the morning? And number four, what do you wish your life looked like in, let's say, 6 months from now? What's one thing that you wish would change? So now that you have a real person in mind, you don't have to think of what color their hair is, how old they are, what kind of car they drive, if they have a dog, all that kind of stuff. Because really when it comes down to it, that stuff is totally irrelevant. It's the difference between demographics and psychographics. Demographics are just basically traits about you, your age, where you live, how much money you make, the color of your hair, all that kind of stuff. Psychographics are the things that you're thinking. They're the thoughts that you have in your head. It's the pain points, it's the frustrations, it's the desires and the dreams. Those things are what you need to go after. And yes, people of similar demographics tend to have similar psychographics, but that's not necessarily the case. So make sure that you're focusing on the actual thoughts that they're having in their head. Use this exercise and I promise you, you're going to get way more information than you ever would from the typical ideal client avatar exercise. If you love this video, please do go ahead and share it with all of your friends on Facebook and Twitter. I hope that I will see you next week with more copywriting, business, and life advice for rebels with a cause.